Hey everybody, and welcome to video number 8 on the new Battlebots Pack for the video game Robot Arena 2. So throughout these 7 videos, we've been exploring 8 different robots each, just showing them off, basically testing them out, and pitting them against each other for some pretty good entertainment, and 8 more robots will be featured in this video. So, yeah, let's not waste any time, and let's go ahead and find out who all is going to be featured in this one. So Group 8 features Bale's Spear right in there, and one we haven't seen at Battlebots for a while. Then right down below it, Battlebots Legend Ice Wave, as well as another robot we haven't seen, another couple of robots we haven't seen in a while. Nelly the Ellibot, Railgun Max right at the bottom of that list, and then Robot Wars competitor Nuts 2, Robot Wars Dark Horse in Series 10. Then the remaining 3, Rampage and Slapbox, 2 more interesting designs, as well as the Battlebots champion of the recent season, Tantrum. So, lots of great robots coming here and in this video, so we should be able to get some great fights out of it, I feel. So, yeah, let's not waste any time, and let's go ahead and get to this first fight as soon as I pull up the list here. So, first fight, Ice Wave versus Rampage. So some of these robots do have multiple configurations. The idea is basically the idea is to try to use each config at least once. And both these robots have just one individual configuration. And yeah, you get the idea. So let's see. I'll go ahead and use Rampage for this one. Why not? And we'll let the AI control Ice Wave. And let's get this fight underway. Yeah, you could tell just how prepared I was to record this video. I simply just configured the robots, then started to get going with this video, so. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna, it's too bad neither of these robots will be in next season, yeah, cause like, definitely, like, it doesn't exactly surprise me that neither of them got in, but like still though, because like Rampage I had some high hopes for, and then I was really glad to see them get a win, even though they didn't perform quite to my expectations. But hey, we got underneath them. Then Ice Wave, it's really sad that like I do kind of understand Ice Wave, because like most of their fights just weren't as entertaining as they used to be, at least, and that's just Ice Wave's just hasn't been able to adjust as well as others to the current meta of BattleBots, and so, but yeah, both robots will definitely be missed, at least by myself. Definitely see we broke a tooth on Ice Wave's spinner. It's not very balanced though. Oh, it's not as shaky as it was, at least in the previous one, and we broke both the teeth off, but we can't get underneath Ice Wave. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Not good, not good. Ice Wave is just out-wedging us, though. We can't get underneath that robot. But yeah, I was really happy to see Rampage get a victory in that fight with Mammoth. Including, it was a great victory, too. Dude, because we really got to see some power out of that vertical spinner. Now we're getting underneath, and that was starting to shred the underside right there. Rampage definitely has a solid weapon, at least in this mod. Like, it definitely doesn't have the best ground game, but I think that might just be because Ice Wave has a really low to the ground front right there. But overall, this is a pretty solid robot. And I guess right there we control boarded them, because I saw Ice Wave is getting closer to control board. So I'm gonna guess that's what happened right there. So move on. Rampage got the victory in that one. But okay, so next fight, it's a battle of 2 of the bigger joke robots, at least out of this bunch. Bale's Spear versus Nuts. Let's go ahead and do this thing. They're gonna see if I can win a couple fights as Bale's Spear. I think this one's probably the better chance of actually winning. Yeah, Bale's Spear is definitely not that maneuverable, and jeez, those thwackers. Those thwackers are really knocking me out of position to be able to strike Nuts. Maybe that's the reason why Nuts was a dark horse. It's too bad though, because Nuts, I think from what I know, Nuts did intend to apply for BattleBots and look to compete there, bring this design there, but then BattleBots didn't consider like the flail spinner or that Nuts would have come with as like an active weapon, which is really unfortunate because like even though I think Nuts would probably get its butt kicked several times, it'd still be worthwhile to see it in all that sense. Oh, there we go, there we go. Holy crap, I think Nuts is stuck. I think we need to do more. Let's see if we can do some damage. Yeah, because like Nuts has a design with it to where that ring will adjust to where it can self-right, basically. That's one of the controls that this thing has, and which I think resembles it pretty well in real life, even though it didn't really have many uses for it. Jeez, what's going on with Nuts? Because like they really slowed down. Hey, we're taking pieces off the thwackers though. I wonder if the rings maybe high centering them or something. Jeez, because like Nuts has really slowed down ever since we like tipped him up like that. It just means you get to continue just jabbing him with the spike, basically. Yeah, it was also unfortunate we didn't get to see Zap. We won't get to see Zap at BattleBots either, because like Zap was kind of a little bit similar to Nuts in a way, where it was going to use Melty Brain technology, but then rather than using it for a flail spinner, he was going to use it for horizontal spinners, where it looked a lot like Electric Ray, and that was a robot I was hoping. I was hoping that robot would get accepted, at least, just because of how much experience Ben has in combat robotics, as well as the fact that he's been working with that technology a lot in lighter robots. But it's unfortunate we won't get to see it this year, and hopefully we'll get to see Nuts, or hopefully we'll get to see like either Nuts or Zap in a future season. Because I'd really like to see a Melty Brain tech robot in BattleBots at least in one of these seasons, because I think it'd be really cool to see. But yeah, Balespear did impress pretty well, I'd say. Did quite a bit of damage there. Not sure exactly what happened to Nuts, but guess we'll work with that. So okay, next up, Nelly the Ellibot versus Slapbox. Okay, and so I'm gonna use Slapbox for this one, because the other fight that Nelly has, I think I'm gonna use Nelly the Ellibot for that one. And yeah, so there we go. That was easy. So what I probably need here is Nelly the Ellibot cannot self-right very easily, but getting underneath it's probably not going to be easy, because like Nelly the Ellibot had an absurdly good ground game in the previous pack, and it still does, because like this is the same Nelly build that what we got before. And oh man. Alright, we got a lift in there, but Nelly is still out wedging us. And now pulverizing us. Come on, come on, come on, come on! Yay! Me trying to help Nelly out a little bit, because I want to keep this fight going, honestly. But yeah, there are plans in the works to eventually do a fancy robot league on this mod, like as well as War Machines, get a bunch of the rest of the gang involved. And but I have a couple fancy robot leagues I still need to release anyway that we've done like months ago. It's just I haven't had the time to get to editing them. But with this college semester ending at the end of this week, one of my first plans, at least YouTube wise, is after finishing going over the pack, I look to get to editing those and get them released basically, and all that fun stuff, as well as getting the remainder of War Machine Season 3.1 out. But yeah, that'll do it right there. Slapbox, decent lifting power at least, but have to get a test of its durability and some of its other fights, so. Alright, last one before we get to fight number 2 for some of these robots. Railgun Max versus Tantrum. And I'm gonna use Railgun Max for this fight. Because, like, I think it'll put up for a better fight, because I guarantee Tantrum is... I've watched the Dominus Ignis's videos, and holy crap, the Tantrum AI goes absolutely insane right there, and yeah, this is not going to be an easy one. I don't think... I was going to say, no way I win this, but holy crap did that happen. Okay, well, we got Tantrum in the corner right now and pulverizing the underside with it. Oh boy, oh no, that's not good, that's not good. Wow, it was going great for us, but then this happened. Oh, man. Wow, that kind of sucks right there, because, like, we were doing so well in that fight, too. Because, like, we had Tantrum, like, on the ropes, and then the weapon broke, and that's right when Tantrum managed to right itself and everything, and now we're just gonna now we're getting our butt kicked. Well, we just went through the floor right there. Or somebody did. Yep, we went through the floor on that one, unfortunately, but yeah, it looked like Tantrum was about to win that one. Very similar to, like, the fight with Lucky, because, like, Tantrum was on the ropes at first in that fight, and then pretty much right as soon as they got free from there, because, like, Tantrum was about to get free when they were stuck in that fight with Lucky, but then Lucky flipped them right out of there. They were kind of like to try to stay on them, and then that's when Tantrum really started to kick Lucky's butt in that fight. But yeah, similar right here, because, like, started out in our favor with Railgun Max, but unfortunately didn't end that way. So anyway, let's move on. Ice Wave versus Nuts 2. And Ice Wave does have a third fight, but there's a reason why Ice Wave will be using the AI for that fight. So yeah, this will be interesting, I feel. So I have a feeling this is probably not gonna be as close as what I was just saying right there, but yup, pretty much exactly what I just called right there. Holy crap, Nuts is already moving slow again. I'm curious what's going on involving that exactly. Yeah, it's like, I'm curious if that's just an issue within the AI or something, but like, man, or maybe damage something internal wise. I'm a little bit interested, honestly. Guess we'll just keep going in for hit after hit. Well, Nuts just avoids a countdown, basically. So they're holding up pretty well for the most part. Well, we just took off the other thwacker, though. Oh no, no, no! Are you kidding me? Wow. If I lose to Nuts like this. Come on, Ice Wave, self-right. I'm not even sure what happened there. If that was a Havoc physics, or... Well, I'm not even sure exactly. Was that like a Havoc or something? Or if that was me just making a really big error right there, and... Jeez, Ice Wave is even more unreliable when it comes to self-riding than it was in the previous pack. Alright, well, that's it for that one, but yeah, I probably edited out part of that, because who would really want to see, like, Nuts, who's barely driving with the AI, versus Ice Wave, who was just spinning on its head for, like, the last minute and a half of that fight. But I'm not even gonna try and guess who won that fight, because, like, I seemed to have to win in the beginning, but then nothing was happening from there, so. But let's move on. Railgun Max versus Rampage. So, okay, I'm thinking we'll go Railgun Max once again. We'll bring out the Rampage AI, at least wherever it's hanging, because it's somewhere in here. Alright, let's do this thing. So let's see, is this going to go about the same way it did with Tantrum or not? Let's find out. Ooh, early flip by us. So pretty even on ground game, at least for now. I think this would be a beast of a fight at least, because two seemingly powerful vertical spinners. There we go. Oh, we're taking pieces off. And now we got some smoking. Oh, we took a wedgelet off. That's what that piece was. Then still, we're still not getting underneath them very easily. Well, we're getting underneath them now, but... see if I get a wheel or something. Alright, we're taking more pieces off. Looks like we took part of the self-rider off. And now we're getting some wheels. And that's it right there. Control board KO, and we're gonna move on right there. Pretty even fight until I started getting underneath them and started beating them with the egg beater. I hope Railgun Max comes back for a future season. Let's do this for our next fight. So I guess I'm not gonna get a chance to drive Nelly, but that's probably okay, because Nelly's a robot that's not really new, at least from the original pack, but yeah, let's see if we can do some damage, at least in this one. Oh, we're doing some jabbing at least to the front, because there are some marks in it. Oh, we're underneath them, Oh man, I was trying to use it as like a lifter, kind of, to see if I could maybe flip them over. Then I don't think that's going, but then it doesn't have the power, unfortunately. Although that's kind of expected, though, to be completely honest. Oh gosh, Nelly's getting underneath us. It's really hard to compete with the ground game with Nelly when you have a robot that doesn't really scoop up opponents very well. Oh, we got smoke from somebody. And it's Nelly. Oh, come on! Oh, we have him temporarily up in the air. Guess we'll keep poking away at the front while we take hammer shot after hammer shot. I'm surprised Nelly's hammer hasn't really done any damage, at least to us, because like I know it was definitely capable of doing damage, at least in the past mod, but then so far it hasn't been exactly that big of a thing, big of an issue for us, at least in this. Really so far, because there's still a minute left to go in this fight of this pushing match of me just jabbing Nelly the Ellibot while taking hit after hit from this hammer. Alright, let's get out of there. Let Nelly get out of there and get back to this such amazing showdown that y'all are probably enjoying. Oh, we're on top of them right now. Yeah, if this was a Battlebots Armageddon fight, I guarantee Pori would not have let this fight make TV. Oh, we got a piece of probably the hammer, but my point still stands, really, because yeah, this was another fight. Whoa! Well, we just took off the hammer right there, so I guess that's an interesting way to end it. So, alright, we're gonna move on to another fight, but did the game seriously just crash right there? Yup. Okay, so after that crash, next fight, Slapbox versus Tantrum. It was originally going to be Nelly versus Tantrum, but I actually had to switch up the matchups due to discovering that Slapbox doesn't have an AI, so yeah. We're going to see, can Slapbox take it to Tantrum? Let's find out. Because Railgun Max did pretty well against Tantrum. At least until the drum spinner broke. Let's see if Slapbox fares the same way. Oh boy, Tantrum's getting underneath very early on. There we go, we're underneath. Oh boy, we gotta get away. Jeez, I'm really struggling to get underneath Tantrum and push him around. But at least the lifter has enough power to it to where we can self-right. Oh boy, and they're taking pieces off. I'm guessing that's probably part of the lifter. Yeah, I knew this would be a very hard fight for Slapbox. At least just with all I know about Tantrum. Because Tantrum's always been like a beast in this mod. Both versions of it that I've played, Tantrum's been definitely an absolute beast in it, and definitely has been proving it here as they're really starting to take apart the lifter. Oh boy, we lost a wheel. Oh boy. Yeah, Slapbox is another robot I hope we get to see back at some point. I don't know if there are any intentions to do so, but Slapbox did have quite a few entertaining fights, and even gave Huge a big name, a big run for their money in that bounty fight, and including the suplex against Sharko was absolutely phenomenal to see. And I probably just got control boarded there. I wasn't paying attention, but I'm guessing that was probably the case right there. But we're going to move on. We got 2 more fights left to go, and I'm going to keep going with Slapbox at least once I get the game up and running. And again, because Slapbox is going to fight Rampage. Okay, let's do this thing. This would be an interesting one, I feel. Even in IRL, this would be an interesting matchup. Pretty good matchup for both robots, I feel. Also. Jeez, Slapbox not able to lift Rampage, unfortunately, because I'm hitting the lifter button, trying to lift them, but not having any success. There we go. Oh gosh, and Rampage going crazy. get him out? Can we get him out? Can we get him out? Oh! So close. Yeah, Slapbox winning the ground game pretty easily for the most part, but I gotta be careful of that weapon though, because they nearly clipped his side right there and clipped him again. We practically suplexed him right there. I like how it's more effective that I'm using the lifter like a hammer like that and getting a lot more done out of it. Oh, and they're stuck in the floor. Ain't that fun. Oh, well, that's unfortunate to fight it in that way, but yeah, it was a pretty decent showing. I mean, like, too bad that Slapbox definitely doesn't have as much lifting power as I was hoping for, at least, but we'll take it. Rampage does have a solid amount of power. It's a solid build in this mod. Very, very happy with how it turned out. So anyway, last fight, Ice Wave and Tantrum. And this is the reason why I'm having the AI control Ice Wave, because we're going to use Tantrum with the wedge instead of with the wedgelets. So yeah, we're gonna see how this goes, and I think this will be an interesting fight. So let's do this thing. Or not. I guess the game wants to crash, so we're gonna try this again. Alright, let's do this. But yeah, Tantrum, it'll be interesting to see who Tantrum draws with the fact that they're going to be the defending champ for next season. And definitely I expect they're probably going to have a difficult qualifying schedule. Well, at least. And be interesting to see who they draw. Because there are 3 opponents that I predict they'll draw first. Because I guarantee they're probably going to draw somebody who they haven't fought yet, who went far in either the Golden Bolt tourney or the bracket last season. And the three robots that really come to mind are Minotaur, Blip, and Hypershock. And all 3 of those I could definitely see Tantrum drawing, and holy crap, we dismantled Ice Wave's weapon right there. Tantrum's weapon is a beast. But now we gotta out-wedge Ice Wave, which is not exactly the easiest task. Let's see if we can flip it over. Oh boy, oh boy. Damn, I was hoping to take it the same way Slapbox is able to take it to some of his opponents. Flip it over to self-rider that way. Well, that's a crash right there, and I think that probably means KO for Tantrum right there. So I think I saw the spark, but I don't have the sounds on right there because, like, I noticed the audio was overwhelming my voice, at least in the first 2 videos. But anyway, that'll do it for this video. Thanks for watching this video. Be sure to hit the like and subscribe button, and definitely a link to where you can find the mod can be found in the description if you wish to try out this thing for yourself and all that fun stuff. So thanks for watching once again, and I'll see you for the next video.